So of course I sang, played guitar, synths, bass. I can't play drums to save my life, so I played no drums. But I did the majority of that stuff. On drums, there was a bunch of players. The person who played the most of it is Darby Todd, who's playing live with me now. But also Morgan Ogren, who's one of my favorite drummers ever and a good friend, played on a bunch of the demos, and I moved that in. For bassists, it was me, Nathan Navarro, who played on the Empath Volume 1 tour. He did all the difficult parts. And the song Vacation is a friend of mine named Hutch Hutchinson, who was with Bonnie Raitt for years and Sting, and the guy's one of those cats that does everything. On the song Dimension is a good friend of mine, actually, somebody that became a friend unexpectedly, but we get along really well. His name is Jonas Helberg, and he was a bass player for Manavishnu Orchestra, and so he played on Dimensions. Mike Keneally plays guitar on Dimensions. Che Annika sings with me on a bunch of the songs as well, because our voices work really well together, and so she did me the favor of singing on this stuff. On the Lightwork stuff, there's some additional players too. We had a steel drum player play on the song Vacation. Her name was Joy. I don't know her last name, but she was a joy to work with. See how I even hesitated? They should get credit for that. But she was great. There's a lot of players on it. It's really interesting. And considering it is more straightforward for me, I really tried to make sure that my contributions to it and everybody's contributions to it were more streamlined. And Garth had a lot to do with that too. He was very proactive in letting me know when he felt like I had gone too far, which was basically a constant struggle on his part, I'm sure. But I really wanted to try it, and Garth did a great job. It's really interesting to hear my work filtered through a producer, and I don't think it would have happened had him and I not known each other for as long as we have, right? So I trusted him to do things, and even when I was on the fence about whether or not it was going too far, the whole purpose of the exercise was to sort of get myself out of my comfort zone to a certain degree. And so I just sort of crossed my fingers on some level and allowed that to happen. And it was a good experience for me in the long run. But I think those are the players for the most part. Oh, and Diego played keyboards on a lot of it. Diego Tejeda, who had been in the live band as well. Oh, and Echo Picon, who sang on it. Oh, and the Electro Women's Choir.